Welcome to the fourth lesson of Course 4 at Ridester. In this lesson, we will cover the best ways to end the ride with your passenger. This lesson is broken into two parts. Maintaining the atmosphere. In our last lesson, we talked about how to build the atmosphere at the beginning of the ride, but it's important that you see your efforts through to the end, keeping the conversation going and the jams pumping. The ride ends when you drop off the passenger, but that doesn't mean you should do so without consideration of what might affect your rating. How you choose to tie up the ride can potentially ruin the overall quality of the ride for the passenger. Some examples of how not to drop off the passenger. Missing the destination and having the passenger walk further than necessary. Asking the passenger if the destination is where they live or work. Immediately leaving the area without confirming that they've entered a building or that something is amiss. Do not seek personal information from the passenger. Ever. The destination's address is all you need to know, and that's that. If you make a wrong turn or drive past the drop, navigate back to the destination so your passenger does not have to walk any further than necessary. When you arrive at the passenger's desired destination, pull over safely and switch on your hazards. Make sure they have everything they need and everything they entered the vehicle with. Sometimes the rider may be meeting someone. Offer to stick around in case the person shows up late. In some places, unfortunately, safety can be a concern. As a general rule of thumb, it's a good idea to stick around outside until the passenger has entered the building. Do not offer to walk them in, however. This can be seen as unprofessional. Let's talk about how you say farewell to your rider. The final goodbyes to the passengers should convey appreciation. After all, you have made money from the ride and they chose Uber as their preferred service. Let them know you appreciate their business in a friendly and polite manner. A few examples of good ending lines. It looks like you're at your stop. Name. Again, my name is Logan and thank you for choosing Uber. Enjoy the rest of your day. We have arrived. Do you have all your belongings? Thank you, their name, for being my passenger today and thank you for choosing Uber. These examples highlight a couple important things. You want to confirm that this is the correct destination without making it sound like you're not sure. As the driver, you're expected to know where you're going. By reiterating that you remembered their name and possibly stating yours again, you can keep that friendly tone you built during the ride. Here are a few examples of bad ending lines. Is this the place? Take care. I think this is it. Did you enjoy the ride? This is a nice house. Do you live here? Aside from being short, these statements are ambiguous and unprofessional. You also should not ask them if they like the ride or if they are going to give you a 5-star rating. A 5-star ride is something you earn, not something you ask for. Finding your next ride. Once you've confirmed the passenger is set at their destination, you can drop them off in the app and rate them. By giving them a low rating, you'll be less likely to receive a ride request from them again. Be mindful of your rating and be fair. Just because someone doesn't talk to you or requires that you go out of your way doesn't mean they deserve a 1-star rating. After that is settled, you can start searching for your next ride. If your previous ride took you out of a busier part of the city and you wish to travel back to it, set your driver destination to the area. This filters rides that are along the route or on the way. That way you can avoid having to backtrack after accepting a ride. Setting a driver destination. Number 1, tap the menu icon in the top right corner of your app. Number 2, tap the blue Set a Destination button. Number 3, type in the address of your destination. Number 4, if you are offline, you'll be prompted to go online. An orange status bar will appear at the top screen, which means driver destination mode is active. Number 5, your driver destination will appear on the map as a pin with a star icon. If you would rather drive back to the area before accepting more rides, make sure to press the Go Offline button before you start driving. After you accept your next ride, repeat the approach we outlined in this module. All of lessons 1 through 4 come together to make a 5-star ride possible. if not guaranteed. This concludes Lesson 4 of Module 4, Ending the Ride. Please refer to the lesson guide for a full recap. For more information and other tips and tricks for a 5-star ride, please move forward to Lesson 5.